Hey everyone, welcome to the tutorial on this guy, which is called the Intruding onto White, which basically has this nice little effect going on, all 3D using the Element plugin for After Effects. So when you hop into this After Effects project, you'll have over here O1, which is the setup layers to bring in whatever you want to be animating, and then you got the render composition. So if you go to the first one, let's just settle this out. You got these 4 layers here that are orange, and this text layer that's orange. So this first one, text 1, paste, paste, there you go. Okay, so paste mask here. So basically there's this mask right here. Push M, it'll come up. You got paste mask in my place. So let's say you have this, you want to say white, and then you can change the font to be whatever you want it to be, line it up to the position you want it to be in. I recommend a bolder type font to make this work well. If it's too thin, it'll have a problem going through the layers. So the thicker the better, I would say. So if you right click on here, you can go to a create masks from text, which is what you want. Now I have the whole text now with just masks. So if you push M, you want to copy all the masks, copy, and then we can highlight this first one, delete that, and then paste it in. And then you want to make sure the selection is on difference, not add. You want it to be difference. So after that, you can delete this white layer that was just created, and we can go to our composition that has the render, and there's our white. Nice and 3D. Alright, so now that we've got that settled, we can come in here and make a few settings changes. So you can click on controls here, which is your main controls. You notice it's not coming right out of one of the letters. So what we can do is you can offset layer 1, which is what we need. So just move it a little bit to the right, and now we can go through it in the beginning, which is exactly the effect that this is going for, and it's all lined up perfectly. And then you can just do that for every single thing. So let's say you have your logo or something. Let's make one real quickly. New composition. This will be your sample logo. So make a logo really quickly. Fantastic logo, right guys? Okay. So you want to bring it into the setup layer, and then you can go to layer and then do a auto trace. Now these settings can vary quite a bit, and it will make your animation look a lot better or a lot worse depending on what you do here. So usually I put the corner roundness down to 0, and the tolerance is usually good at 1, and minimum area can differ just depending on your logo. But if you preview it right here, it looks pretty good, although my logo is very simple, so it should have no problem. And it didn't have any problems. So what I can do now is just copy this and paste it into number 2. And remember that there's this paste mask in my place, little placeholder in there, so you can delete that. So now it should show up for number 2. Oh, gotta go back and delete that auto trace that was created, and you don't need that logo there anymore because they were showing up. So this is the first section. You got the white, and then screen distorts, and then we go through the little logo. So obviously this one needs to be moved. So we can move it over, make it look like it's passing through. That looks about right. You also have a few other settings here. This digital noise in the bottom setting, it's this little scattered problem area. If you don't want that, you can just disable it so that little animating part won't be all messed up, which I think it looks pretty cool, so I leave it on by default. But you know, just depending on what your needs are, that option's there to quickly disable it. Continuing on, let's go for number 3 here. Text for 3. So you got this temporary layer again. You can just delete that mask for the placeholder. And you have the option, of course, if you have like your logo already created in Illustrator, some vector logo. Let's say you got this nice little logo here. Man, this looks fantastic, right? And let's make just a little thing right here. Okay, great logo, right? Alright, you can just copy that, go back to After Effects, paste it in, and then all you need to do is you can make it as big or as small as you want to fit the screen. And that's what it'll look like when it reveals itself. So that looks good enough for this tutorial. So we'll jump into the next part and we will reveal this new one. And it looks like we just need to go down a little bit for the offset. Oh, wrong way. There we go. And there's our logo. Perfect. And remember, you want to make sure these guys are on difference. And basically that's it for this tutorial. It's pretty straightforward. One thing I want to tell you about is this little at the end, then we got the placeholder in there. This light here, the lens flare we got going on, there's an offset for that as well. So if you want to, you know, have a line with your logo on it to be there, you can line it up with this and it should be straight on. If you want to make any adjustments for the music, it's right here in this layer. Going down, you got this effect, adjustment offset, just offsets the screen when it's doing the digital noise. And these 2 layers right here, these are both the digital noise, and this last layer is the setup layer. So all the retiming and timing that's done is done on this layer and this layer. So we got this offset for the timing, the time remap for both of these. Then we can hop into this one, give you a little breakdown. So these top layers right here are basically for the Element 3D plugin. So this is the first layer, the bottom, and then it goes to this layer, then this one, and then this one, and this one. So that should be straightforward right away. And then this black layer just is a black layer to help you see what you're doing if you're messing around with type. It's there to help you set up your layer. It won't show up obviously in your final render. But if you wanted to make some adjustments here, like with your camera or with the light or an element, you can turn that black solid layer off and you can hop into this bottom layer, which is the element, and do your scene setup or make some adjustments to the keyframes, which are all down here. And that's basically it. If if you have any questions, you can shoot me an email through VideoHive, and I'll be sure to take care of you with any problems you can come across. Hopefully you can make some really cool stuff, and I can check out what you guys make. Thanks a lot.